293 325. Right, I'll just give you a quick rundown. I'm JR, or John Robertson, from Ideal Financial Group. I was a big trader on the Sydney Futures Exchange. Been a colleague and worked with David for many years, going back to seminars. When I was a pit trader, when the floor was going to screens, thought I'd better get some education and learn some stuff about some charting. So David's been one of the mentors over the years, which has been really, really good. Our terms are Ideal Financial Group, which our little motto is more markets, more opportunity. So what we're just talking about there with Terry is these different markets with different opportunities. One of the new markets is we've now got exposure to China. People want to get direct exposure to Chinese shares. We've had a lot of people just selling the Chinese shares. No one seemed to mention the fact that they did go up 150% over the last period of time, over a year. So the more markets equals more opportunity. Just like running stop losses and exiting out of position. In the olden days, it was expensive to pay brokerage. These days, it's not expensive. It's very, very cheap. And people are holding on to 1,000, 2,000, even bigger losses because they don't want to spend $60, $80 on brokerage. You've got to kind of change your mindset now with the beauty of the ability to be able to trade these electronic orders. So it's a real special tool which a lot of people don't realise that they've got the ability. So Ideal Professional, our online training platform, has got the ability to be able to trade the profit under group orders. So you can trade the global markets all from the one platform. Not only that, from the one account. Okay? So you don't need to have a futures account. You don't need to have an equities account. You don't need to have an options account. You don't have to have an exchange traded fund account. It's all from the one account. Okay? One of the things we've been talking about over the period of time is places one order. If one cancels the other, so you place your entry order, you place your stop loss and your profit target. Okay, so if you're running a stop loss, say you're trading a stock and it's trading $50, you might run a 10% stop, $5 stop underneath on a trail. Right, so you're out at 45. Right? That stock might drop down to 38. But you're not still holding that stock when it's trading 38. It's still long. At $45 or $48. What you can do is, you might have got out, might have bought in at 48 bought in at 50 out of 45. 10% trading stock. Okay, it's trading 38. You might go, I really like that stock.
And this is advice does not constitute financial product advice. It does not take into account your investment objectives, financial situations, or particular needs. Prior to seeking advice from Ideal Financial Group Proprietary Limited, you should obtain and consider our financial product services guide and consider the product disclosures statement, the PDS issued by it, available from ideal.com.au to invest in. And you can all read this.
Well, the main thing is that people should go and seek their own counsel from a broker or someone who they feel they can trust, which is hard to find, of course. Now, we're still together, are we?
Yes, we are, Terry.
Yes, we are, Terry. That's good, okay. Well, let's skip along because it's been a tough night for everybody. Now, we spoke earlier today and you said to me, in your opinion, the market appears to be very violent and scary and getting worse by the day. That's a very big statement.
Yes, it is, Terry. It's a big statement. And it's a big statement for the fact that we really are in a position where this world is dangerous and the markets are behaving as if they want to go further down, further south.
I wasn't doing any trading prior to the GFC. Is this, in your opinion, more dangerous than the GFC? Like, did you see the GFC coming by much? I know you said you did.
Yeah.
How did you see the GFC coming in 2008, 2009?
Well, I just forecasted the market was going to top in 2007. I'd done that in 2004. And so I was looking for that, and when it came, I thought that was good. I thought we'd get a 5-year bear market, and it would turn good around 2011, 2012, which it did. It certainly made a low a little bit earlier in 2009, and so the size of the decline was a little bit more than I thought. I thought we'd get a reasonable decline. I didn't think we'd get the magnitude that we get, but the GFC was one of the best times I've seen in trading ever.
Really? So, how long have you seen what we seem to be heading for now? How far away did you see this?
I thought we'd have a little bit more in the markets, but the way that it's shaped out, the patterns has suddenly got me thinking, because the low was 2 years early. So that was 2009, it should have been 2011. And so thinking about it, if the top has been transferred to a little bit 2 years earlier, because of the actions of the Federal Reserve, 2017, 2015 top translates. So we are now showing signs of a severe top, and it makes sense because they're starting to increase their interest rates, or at least they're making moves to do that soon.
Do you see, if interest rates, we talked about this last week, if interest rates start to climb by small increments, by 0.25.
You mean a 100% increase?
No, I don't. I just mean a teeny weeny little
baby one. But 0.25 would be, by 0.2. 0.25% would be.
Correct, that's all I'm saying.
0.25% would increase by 100% the interest rates in the Federal Funds Reserve.
Yeah.
And if you were looking to do a 0.125, that would be 50% increase. And so that it might be going up from 0.25 to 0.375.
Well, that very small increment of the 0.25 of a 1%, would that spook the markets much at the moment, do you think?
Probably.
So it's a time to be very, very, very careful.
Correct.
Right. Well,
I do know that we're all echoing everybody, but unfortunately, if you keep on hitting it, we'll keep on getting distracted.
Well, the echo doesn't appear to be too bad. It's a bit annoying. But
Terry, how about we do the over thing?
Well, I don't think that works, but if you want to do it, you go for it.
Okay.
I don't think the echo is too bad.
Terry, over.
Terry, over. Right. Yes, I can hear.
Terry,
Terry,
is my echo really bad now, or is it a bit better? Because I think we're getting rid of one of the echoes. Okay, so Terry, you've got your sound up a long way, and I've got my sound up. Unfortunately, for some reason my computer won't let me reduce my sound. So what I need you to do is to bring your sound down a bit, Terry. And I think the problem is that using the telephone, so we need you to use the headsets next time, Terry. Okay, so.
Okay, well, I personally am of the opinion that the echo is not too bad, because I can see you on the screen and I can hear you. And while it's not desirable, it isn't horrible, too horrible.
Okay, let's get going.
I think we're better off going without the muting.
Terry, you go ask the questions. Over.
David, I just said to you that I really believe that the echo isn't over bad. It's not good, but it's quite acceptable. It's better than in and out of
Terry, if you read what people are saying, they're saying it's better when I did this. If you look at the questions that people are asking in the question box, you'll see that.
I can't see that, but that's fine. Well, let's hop into it. Do you want to make any more comments about the market as you see it? How you see it's very dangerous?
Not really, Terry. I'll do that on Monday night with my forecast. That'll be the big one. Over.
Well, if people who aren't members want to listen to that forecast next Monday night, how do they make contact with you to enter it?
All they have to do is go to the profithunters.com.au website. And in the box, I can bring this up for us. And on the right-hand side of that site, you can either log in or go across to the stock market forecast webinar register here and click on there. Also, after the webinars, if you missed it, you can go in and order the recording there as well. So profithunters.com.au. Most things work off the right-hand side. Over, Terry.
What is the cost of it to attend it on Monday night?
It's $147 normally, but because everything's been a pain in the bum here, if you send me an email, I'll get you a link for $47 for that night. Actually, $75. We'll make it half price. How's that sound? Over.
You said 47. You have to stick to that.
Bugger. It's worth a lot more than that. Oh well.
It may be worth a lot more, but you've really jerked them around tonight, so they deserve it for 47. Let's get on to things. We'll talk about that on Monday night, or you'll be doing it on your own. Now, Don wants to know about SHG.
Okay, now SHG. I think this is a one that has I think you find that's SGH. That's Slater and Gordon. Now Slater and Gordon, we can go to the Profit Hunter Group website for the look on that one today. We did that in the we covered that today in the in here. So we've carried in the, I think we covered it in the international transcripts today. So we'll pick that up and have a look at it. No need to do extra work, is there? Because it's already in the transcripts. For those PHG members, all we have to do is go Control F and then go SGH. And this is my analysis from this morning. This is a transcript of what I said. SGH, I really, sorry about that. This is transcribed. I didn't go edit it. I normally edit the ASX ones. I really think you've got to think about it down at $2.27. We can see that on the monthly charts. It had a bit of a wild gyration. It's probably in the fourth wave at the moment. So around $2.27 is a good area. And remember, at the time I was looking at it was $2.75. It got a good bounce. I thought it might pop up, but it didn't really go on with the job. In intermediate time frame, we see a triangle mapping out and break down below $3, which started getting pushed down into that $2.27 area. So on Slater and Gordon, we've got down into this zone a little bit more, and this is published this morning. I think this morning, where's the chart here? I don't know if I put up the chart. But this morning, first thing this morning, it was looking for, where are we? We were looking at a chart where this day wasn't here, and I was just saying, okay, it's ready to break back down. So that was predictive. It's fallen about 35 cents. since then, looking for 227 on the downside. Okay, so with Slater and Gordon, what you've seen here is in the PHG Trades website. We go to this morning. I covered that, and we can see that SGH. This is the transcript of first thing this morning at 9 o'clock, saying, "I really think you've got to think about it down at $2.27. We can see that the monthly chart, it's had a bit of a wild gyration, and it's probably in a fourth wave at the moment. So around $2.20 is a good area at that time, and we were looking at it was $2.75. It got a bounce, it got a pop up, didn't go on with the job. So we see a triangle mapping out and a breakdown below $3, and we would start to get it pushing down into that $2.27 area. So if you got out of SGH in the high area, which was around that $7 area, up in the $6 or $7 area, it's okay to start sniffing here to reinvest on this next leg down. Okay, so that's what we see there. Okay, over Terry.
Well, if you want the good news or the bad news, you were muted yourself for about 4 minutes. So I only heard the last minute, and it really didn't fit together as I see it anyway.
Yes, Terry, I understand that. I did it in whatever fast format. What I was saying is that I covered that first thing this morning, and that we saw that it was here with this daily bar here, and I was saying it was weak, and it came down about 35 cents since then. At the moment, in the short term, it may pop back up to 310, and then look down to $2.20. Over.
So what would you be doing with that? Would you be quitting that trade, getting out of it, or stay with it, depending on what the person entered at? Give us a synopsis on.
So if they got out in the $6 to $7 area, and they were looking to re-establish it, I'd start to look to buy in currently with a stop loss below $2. And on the downside, I'd rather wait for $2.20 to buy it. If they're already in right now, and they were sweating on it, I'd have a stop loss at $2.80 over.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. We have to watch that we don't mute each other. The MPL. Could you analyse the AU market sectors and the indexes, possibly the results in a matrix? That's from Sean.
The answer is I do that for the PHG trade members in a matrix, so that's something I'm not doing for tonight. So MPL. This is meant to be easy. If I'm going to spend a lot of 6 hours working on something, it will be for PHG members. Sorry, it's not for the PHG members to take up 6 hours of my time to do that. So, okay, I need to draw the line somewhere. So, MPL. Now we've had a PHG trade on this one, which we'll have a look at the where are we? ASX video transcripts. This one's 6. We'll find it here. Just pick it up here. We've got it on the, we go the Forex transcripts. Ideal news. Just 1 second. We're coming up to it in a sec. Commodities. International indices. Wow. Sometimes we end up with so many posts in a day. There's Tuesdays. Just 1 second. Go back to Tuesdays. This is a quick way of looking to all of the posts. PHG trades. Here we go. What you can see here is the transcript and videos that we do each day. That's fully recorded. And what we were asking about that, Terry, I've just got sidetracked.
No, sorry. We've done that. Are you there?
Yeah, Terry.
Can you hear me, David?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Over.
Right. Let's move to SWM. It has now reached your predicted investor time frame price. What is your pickup area, stop loss, short-term target for short to intermediate time frame?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, before I do that, I'm going to do MPL because we had a PHG trade on there, and I just want to make sure that's covered. Okay, so we've had a PHG trade on MPL, and now we want to go and have a see what the PHG trades. Okay, so transcripts, and we do also do the profit under group trades. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there. There you go, PHG trade. So we've been long MPL from the 21st of August. We bought a break above $2.10. We filled at $2.25. Sorry, $2.15, 18 cents. Sorry. We had a target at $2.20 and a target at $2.40. Our stop is at $2.26, and we have taken profit on that today. So we are out of the MPL trade. Just to make sure that everybody's aware of that. We took profit on that. At the moment, it's dropped down to 226, taken out a bit, looking down to $2.15, and we'll be looking to pick it up down on that side. MPL is one of the better stocks we've had in this move. Over.
Okay, we've got Greg asking, SWM, has it reached your predicted investor time frame price? And what is your pickup area, stop loss, a short-term target, or a short to medium time frame? SWM.
This stock could be variously regarded as a POS, which means piece of store. So we're looking at the moment probably down to about 41 cents, I would say. Maybe 45 cents on the downside. So I wouldn't be touching that out at all. Over. It needs to get above $1.24 to be any good. Over.
Would this be a short then?
If you were looking to short it, you would short rallies to 74 cents with a stop loss above 80 cents. If you get popped there, you'd short it at $1.02 with a stop above $1.30.
IFM, long on a weekly chart. Is this driving to lower levels? Is it heading for support? What is the best pickup area, stop loss and target on a weekly intermediate time frame for a trade?
We're actually on support with IFM. And if you are long, stop is at 80 cents. Should it break there, then look down towards 61 cents. At the moment, I would prefer to buy a break above 92 cents, 93 cents, targeting $1.03 with a stop loss below 85 cents. Over.
Is that a trade that you would like to do or stay away from?
The breakback trades are always the best trade, so I'd love to do that, absolutely. Right now it'll make new lows, so that's fine.
Okay, that's good. Now Dusty has listened for a few weeks ago, has been following a few of the companies that you mentioned. So are there any new prices or just buys? Have they already reached them? ANZ, IAG and STO.
Terry, if you can remember to say over, that would help me and trigger me to mute you. Okay, so we have some setups on the PHG trades. We need to go back to ANZ. We got long at $27.10 on an entry. Some members also got long at $26.20. We had a target at $29.21. We went to take profit at $29 on half, and we raised our stop on the other half to $27.90. So that was ANZ. We got in here. We got in here. This was the day we bought it, and then we got out here on that day on the open. One of our PHG members actually scored the open. Good on you, Cindy. And then we're looking to drive down. So ANZ's got probably in the longer run probably 24.77. So medium term 24.77. But really focusing on that $21.54. If that area goes, we're looking down into the $14 area for ANZ now. Over.
It's having a wild ride, isn't it? Over.
Not really. It's just a normal bear market move. That's all.
Okay, the next one, IAG. Dusty wants to know about it. IAG, David, over.
It's Dustin, Terry, but Dusty's a singer. Terry. I know you like to talk about Dusty. Okay, so IAG, obviously a piece of shit as well. And really looking for $4.22 area. I wouldn't be interested in this unless it broke above $5.50. And has a possibility of $2.38 on the downside at the moment. So the way things are, it's better not to get too aggressive on anything. Let's look at the weekly charts, see if we can find anything out about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that break above 540 is important. In the shorter term, we've got to bounce probably back up to about $5.30 before it has to face reality about whether it's going up or down. Over.
Thank you. It's interesting that high-profile fellow on Your Money, Your Call, I won't mention who it was, but he spoke to me a couple of years ago. And he said he saw STO going to $17. Not today. What's your thoughts on STO, David, and over?
Okay, on this one, Santos, we had a go at buying this for a PHG trade, and it's turned into a piece of shit too. I thought up here we'd be looking down towards about $6 area. That didn't hold. $5.70 area didn't hold. $4.60 in the area doesn't hold. This isn't good. It needs to get itself above $7.28 to be any good at the moment. Just a question there. Naveen, we do take questions with notice, so people need to email in. If you'd like to do that, we're happy to grab your email in later. Okay. Over.
No, we can't. The system we have here says that you have to get your questions in by about 3 o'clock or thereabouts on a Thursday. It just stuffs it up if we get them any later. So we're not going to be able to, unfortunately, get through the questions that people already sent into us. By the way, due to this mess up this evening, we're nearly at the end of our time together. I'd like to extend this by another 15 minutes to 9:15. Is that okay with you, David?
Yes, that's fine, Ava. I'm sorry to everybody for the pain.
Right. Now, the one that I've got a couple of questions on from several people, including John. He's asking, we don't have time to get through them all, so let's you pick what you want to do here. Wants to know about the XJO, NDQ, ANZ, and MQG. Now, we've got a few calls asking about MQG, so that would be one that a lot of people have got on their mind. The major question with MQG is, I remember when MQG was down around the $20 area, I think some couple of years ago, and it was in the profit 100 area, and it's gone up to very high levels now, compared to in the 20s. Where do you see MQG in the next little while, 6-12 months? It's a big time frame there, but it's basically it's an open question. MQG, what is your thoughts on that? Over.
Okay, Macquarie Group, I do think we're going to see it into the $60 area. Now, we can see volume has been increasing greatly as it's been falling on the monthly charts. So we have a bit of support around the $70 area, which is just over this. Yeah, I'm pointing at the wrong thing, but just over here. Around that $59 to $60.89 area. So really, if you're thinking of buying at around the $69.70, you'll need to stop about $67. The problem with Macquarie Bank is it's always too geared to the market. It goes up aggressively and down aggressively. It is usually the first one to stop, to top. And notice here we have a shooting star doji on the monthly charts. So that's a good reversal pattern and volume increasing to the downside. Really, your best area is $59 to $61 area. Over.
Buying, do you see there's a good shorting stock at this time? Over.
In terms of shorting, where would I short is the $64 million question. The answer is we've already seen the need for short. Back up on this rally, back up to $77.85, that sort of area. We were looking negatively on that the next time it rallied, and it did, and it failed. The next area would be $76.70. And or on a breakdown below $71.80. Over.
The XJO. Over.
Okay. So the XJO. Now this is doing a pattern that I predicted it would start about on this day. So the pattern is clear. No one should be surprised by what's happening with this. And so, you know, generally it's a downtrend. Looking for 45.05 on a break of 4,900 the next time. Over.
Do you see what time span do you predict on that, or is it? If it does reach that 45, is it likely to go further? Over.
Well, if it breaks down below 4,400, then it's going to go further. But at this point in time, you still rose to 53.36 with a stop above 54.60. Looking for those lower targets. In terms of time frame, I've already on record as saying September is going to be a hard time, so there's nothing to add from what I could say there. Really, probably early November is best time to think about buying after that. Over.
Okay, well, there are people who come in and out who haven't heard your thoughts on that. So it's brand new for some people, not for everybody. So you're saying if you can enter the trade short at 53.46, that would be good. Between now and September, do you think there's a likelihood it could see 53.46 to have the opportunity to short it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
the market can do anything like that. You've got to be ready to take it on. It's going to have a bit of a tough time at the 4,900 area, and then so if it gets down there, you might do a profit take and look for a rally. This is a good violent market, and it's got plenty of trading opportunities. It's a really good time if you're trading.
Yes, but you didn't answer the question I asked you. Do you think between now, during this month, it's likely to have a up to 53.46? I'm not saying it's going to. Is it 53.46 might be a long way away?
Terry, I said yes. I'm sorry you didn't hear it, but I said yes. That's where I would expect it to go up to. That's where you would short it if it got up there.
Okay, Bernie, could you give me your view on two stocks I currently hold? ERM Power, it's EPW, and Thorn Group, which is TGA. Over.
Okay. ERM Power is really stuck in the middle. The good thing about this is also the bad thing about this. It really hasn't been badly hit in this move down. So what I'd be saying is it's okay to hold this as long as it doesn't crack $2 and you buy more above $2.33. If it breaks above $2.33, have a stop at $2.12 and hope for $3 on the top side because it's a safety stop. Over.
Okay, now the Thorn Group, TGA. Over.
TGA has a good move to the downside, but it's sitting on support. So at the moment, if we could have a breakback trade on a breakback above $2.68, you'd be buying it with stop loss below $2.37, targeting $2.74. Not a bad stop. And you probably, yeah, that's definitely a nice breakback trade if you're looking for that. If you see it fail, think about $1.50 to $1.65 over.
Okay. Now, John has asked a question. It's a detailed one.
No, it's a bit late in the night.
He has WPL. His broker suggested that he buy them at 1,000 of them at $38, which he still holds. He added to the position down at 34.20. The broker said to him, another 400 there, that get some more. This has come down nicely. And he's got that position there now. So the question is, as we speak, what did it finish at today? Does he hold on to that? Does he get out of it? Does he quit his position and take a short on it? He's in a bit of a mess with it. So he hasn't got too many shares, but he's got 1,000 at 38 and 400 at 34.20. What do you think? What would you do if you were in his shoes? Over.
Well, Adonis has answered, sack the broker. When you meet some of these brokers, you wonder, and listen to the statements they make, you wonder how much time they spend slamming other people just for who they don't know what they're talking about. You'd wonder why you would listen to a broker at any time. But we have quite a few good brokers in the Profit Hunter group who do advise people the right things because they listen to what I'm saying and at least keep them out of trouble and tell them to sell at the right time. So Woodside Petroleum, I basically have a stop at $29.90 if he was long. I wouldn't want to wear it because I've got some targets down into the $28 area and $24 area. Really, this nest at $25 and possibly $20. We can see that it's trending down on the monthly charts, and volume has been negative to the downside so far. So really, his get out of jail is a rally up towards about $33.66. Over.
Okay, well, not good news for John, but he'll just have to take the punishment. Now, difficulty with pronunciation sometimes. Francois. Now, Francois, I know the name from Profit Hunters, and Francois says, my questions are: the price pickup for our core banks for a long-term buy and hold. Over.
Well, that's pretty easy. I've already talked about that last time on TV. People can probably recite it to me. CBA down at $60 to 63 cents. Sorry, to 60 to $63. It's sort of broken aggressively. So somewhere in this zone here at that 60, probably focus on 61.65. Stop loss below $58 if you're looking for a long-term buy. We've already discussed ANZ. Westpac, we're looking somewhere. First try is around the 28.60 area. Should that fail, you're looking now then down to 25.68. And in a complete disaster scenario, $16.79. Always using about a 50-cent stop loss on each one of those. National Australia Bank, again, broken down old thing. $27, probably best place to lurk around if you're thinking about down there with the stop loss below 26.50. The other ones I've pretty well answered. Over.
Yes, well, just give us the ANZ one too, so we've got the four of them there in one little heap. Over.
ANZ looking at $24 or $21.54 or $15.70. Use a 30-cent stop loss, stop close only on each one of those if you're looking for the long term. Over.
Okay. Next question is where to short the DAX, Dow, and the SPY. That is the question, and they also say that is a breakdown below question mark. Alternatively, it was a rally towards what levels?
Okay.
Just repeating what was asked. So over.
Yeah. Okay. So we're already short the E-mini S&P. We've been shorting on the highs and also looking for lower levels. So what are we doing here? Just come up to the end. So at the moment, this is our PHG trade, which JR was talking about previously. Control F, ES. Yeah, so we're in a PHG short trade at the moment. This is not from today, but we shorted the E-mini on the 31st of August 1962. Stop is now at 1960. So the Dow is, you know, we were already short. Okay, so it's not really a question in my mind about where to short the Dow or the US markets, because we've already got it in on our trade, so it's a bit much. So here we've got the Dow, I guess really up around the 16,720. My longer term Dow short is at 17,212 with stop loss about 17,500, seeking out down to the lows around 14,500. Over.
Now, Stephen said, I own HUB shares, purchased at $1.60. Which direction do you expect them to go? The short-term focus. And what level should I be looking at to bank some profits? HUB, over.
Okay. Now we've got a monthly confusion pattern here at the moment. So far. Really, at the moment, you'd want to have a stop loss at $1.50. Currently, the volume is expiring on the way up. So stop 150. And just need to do my process because it's not a stock I don't generally look at. Okay, so in the shorter term, if you really need to have a bit of a decent stop, it's below $1.60. At the moment, you could expect that another try at $2.35. Just the way that it is, and I'd be trailing that stop as it goes up. Once it gets a little bit higher at $2.12, I'd be slipping the stop under $1.90 over.
Larissa recently met you in Adelaide.
Alicia.
From Kensington Park in Adelaide. She's asked about STO, which we've already covered.
Yep.
Macquarie, which we've already covered. Three other ones she has there is APA, PMB, and WHC.
Let's look at APA and WHC. So I think we're running out a bit of time. So we'll look at APA and WHC. Now we can see that this trend has been quite strong, beautiful trend, and really the movement back down here is, this is the pipeline trust, isn't it? So it's not been overly affected by the decline, but it's still, I'd still like to buy it somewhere between $6.88 and $7.03 with a stop loss below $6.50. It may only get to 723, so see how it goes. At the moment, it's rolling a bit. And that today, this week's price action is not good, so just wait down there. Now the next one is Whitehaven Coal, if I remember correctly. And Whitehaven Coal is looking like it wants to go to God. It would need to resurrect itself above $1.74 in a major way. On the weekly charts, you can have a go at this with a stop loss below $1 on a break above $1.20, targeting $1.39 over.
Well, we've just about done our time in. We're not going to be able to get to all the questions. Can we do? Mark is asking for SEN medium term and IFN medium term. Over.
Now SEN is pulling back on a after it needs a break. Definitely needs a break. Back to $10 10 cents to 11 cents, or possibly 9.5 cents would be a nice area for picking it up. Once it's finished correcting, then your stop loss would be at 8 cents, and you'd be looking towards probably around about the 18 cents on the top side to buy in. And we can see it's run away from that 13 cents. So I don't mind this particularly at the moment. I think it's done a good correction. Best entry is on a break above 17 cents with a stop loss below 15.5 cents. Over.
We've got two final ones and we'll call it a day. IFN. And Kim would like to know if you've got time the European US dollar trade.
Infigen. Okay, now Infigen has landed on something, and I would. IFN has landed on something. So I think it's buy worthy with a stop loss below 20 cents, particularly on a break above. This is hard seeing my head here. I don't get to see my data. On a break above 28.5 cents, targeting 37.5 cents. If you want to get a little bit cuter and get into the area, we can see good volume. So this is a buy on a break above 26 cents. Stop loss below 24 cents, targeting 28.5 cents. So it's likable Infigen. Over.
Okay. Finally, the European, the euro and the United States dollar, they didn't ask why or what, but the comparison between the pair. What's your thoughts on that? Over.
Okay. Oops. I think I lost my phone. Just 1 second. Fell off my head. What we'll do is we'll just go to the Forex one. I'm getting a bit tired, so I mean I answer all these questions in the morning, usually for people who trade Forex. So what we'll do is we'll go to my analysis on the PHG trades. I answer these questions every morning. For people, we'll go to the Forex transcript and video. So that was this morning. Makes it easier. We just do a. We got long the US dollar index on a dip. We've been waiting for it. We got long at 92.76 back on the 24th of August. We were sitting there waiting for quite some time. Is anybody here a Forex trader? Or you all stock traders? Raise your hands if you're a Forex trader. Okay. Where's the dollar index? Few Forex traders. Okay. We were waiting here with an order there at 92.76 back from up here, and we waited, and it came. Actually, it was from longer. Okay, we've got to remember it was from over here we started looking to buy at 92.76. So we waited. We're now long. So it's bounced some 300-400 points since we did that. It's congesting, so it's a little bit confused. I really think it should get up to 98.02, 97.79. Now the US dollar index is the futures contract. Now the euro that we look at, we sold this on a breakdown below 113.50 on the 26th of August. So we took the dollar trade, happy with that. Hey Mike, how you doing? We can see here on the euro, we got short over here on this breakdown, and we've taken a bit of profit so far. Where are we going here? Oh, by the way, the stop on the US dollar index is 95. We've had both targets achieved, 95.2, which is what I give when I take the trade, 96.17. We exited 1/3 on the 1st of September at 95.84. Just so you know what we're doing here. Can everyone read the PHG trade sheets? Okay, so here we've got the oops, should show you the other one. Euro, at the moment the stop is at 113.25. We've exited 1/2 at 112.09 on the 1st of the 9th, and so it's just hanging around there at the moment. So we've seen a retrace. We brought the stock down, and really we're just waiting for that to happen. There's going to be some excellent trading opportunities come next Tuesday, and that's going to set the tone for everything. So at the moment, we're making some money. We've covered our stops. We're break even and the stops are better. We've made some money, we've taken profit. Best idea is to sit tight, wait for the breakout after the 7th of September on a break above 114.50 or a break below 109.38. My longer term view is that this goes lower, down, as I said, quite a number of months for profit owner group members. We could be looking down to 0.81 on the euro US dollar. Over.
The technical problems we've had tonight have been terrible, and I personally apologise to everyone, and I think you should too. Next week it's just going to have to be much better than this. Sorry, but it's the truth. We deal with the truth here.
Yeah, Terry, I think next time if you can use a headset on the internet connection, that headset that was ordered for you, I don't know where it went to. Maybe it had to come by boat from Tassie. I would chase that down because that would certainly make it a lot better. Because I think what's happening is if you're on phone, I need to be on phone, and that's causing the echo. If we're all in the same environment, the recording will work better and it'll be much more fun.
Yeah, still, it's not fair to the people tuning in. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and I'm sure you do too. I hope you come back next week because I promise it'll be a lot better. Thank you.
Thanks, Terry. Thanks, everyone. Apologies for all the problems. Good night.
Good night.
Terry. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. That's okay. No, it does. If somebody gets upset by that, they're not a Profit Hunter Group member, and I don't really give a flying fuck. No, Terry, I'm serious. If people cannot handle a little problem like that, now we did fix it, but I think it's really that us getting in the same place. So, do you have a headset at all? Can you go down to? Can you go? Yeah. Yeah. Can we?